Congressman, you guys just got done passing the big, beautiful bill. What are your favorite parts in it?
Oh, favorite parts. Ooh, gosh, there's so much in it that, it's really just important for us to make sure that we're moving the president's agenda.
Yes.
Obviously I'm from South Texas, so the border security stuff that's in it's important. What we did to make sure that we're able to get our military moving was a pretty important win, in the sense that the left, what they always do is anytime we need to plus up security funding, they grow the size of government. And that's one of the reasons we're at $37 trillion of debt. So we were able to creatively work in a needed plus up on our military spending. Now we need to make sure it's going to the right things and skating where the puck is going, so to speak, technologically. But that was in there. Of course, the tax cuts for American families was extremely important. And then I think another thing that was key was us beginning to make a turn. And it was a first step. A lot of work that needs to be done. But when it comes to finding savings for the American people on the mandatory side,
Yes.
of the ledger, the biggest savings ever passed on that side of the ledger was significant as well.
It is a big victory because it seems like Congress never stops spending. So it's a big deal when they actually start making cuts.
Right. Yes.
So you mentioned the military. Pete Hegseth is cleaning up the military, getting rid of all this woke garbage.
Oh, yeah.
And weirdly, we're seeing recruitment numbers increase.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any correlation there?
Yeah, exactly. Well, we began to see those recruitment numbers go up the moment President Trump got elected.
That's right.
Just the fact that they knew he was coming
Yeah.
was a tremendous win. And then what Pete Hegseth has done to bring back what he calls the warrior ethos is tremendous. I mean, those are the kind of people who you want serving in the military, and those are the people who we should be serving in the military. The people who are going to, stand strong and stand on that line to protect the values that this country was built upon. Ultimately, if you're going to pay that kind of price, you want to know that you're doing it for an important reason. The Biden administration, especially, it turned it into just a social reengineering project. And if you're going to have to go into battle, you go in with a clear mission where you make sure they have everything they need for victory, and then we bring them home and take care of them when they're done. And so that's what it should be, and that is appealing to people. They want to be a part of that.
One thing that keeps coming up in all these interviews is women's sports, the dudes that are saying they're women and competing against girls. It's an 80-20 issue. In fact, the polling's getting better for us. It's more of a 90-10 issue now.
Exactly.
But the whole Democratic Party is just out to lunch on it and totally nuts. Do you think there's any hope that, there's some reasonable Democrats that might cross party lines and support these initiatives?
I thought if there had been one lesson that the Dems took from November, that would have been it.
Yeah.
And when they came back and doubled down on it, and they're acting like we're the weird ones. It's just the American people are like,
no, men are men and women are women. This is that simple.
Yeah, this really isn't that complicated. The 47 genders or whatever we're up to now, thankfully I live in Texas, but I have a daughter who's an athlete and a fierce competitor as well. And, it's just, you want them to be able to compete and to do well, and to pretend like there's no difference between how God created man and women is just absurd.
It's crazy.
And really when it comes down, it was the bigger picture behind the Marxist agenda is like, if you can get people to adopt something of value that's totally contrary to reality, what else can you get them to buy into? And it was ultimately just really about government thought control.
I think that's right.
And thankfully, freedom is contagious and people like it.
Common sense should be contagious.
Yes,
it seems
yes,
like
as well. And so it took some courageous people to stand up, I think, to create kind of the wave we've seen behind that of people like, yes, we're not going to stand for this absurdity anymore.
Two fun questions for you. What is one band or musician that every American should listen to?
Oh gosh, wow. I don't know. You're not really good at that. I have such a eclectic blend of music and always have. And then I grew up in the church, so a lot of the stuff I've listened to has been in the Christian vein, my boys and I went to an NF concert.
Okay.
I want to say a year and a half ago. It was last summer. And then it turned out both my boys have now been like creating rap songs.
Oh, that's fun.
And they're actually pretty good. It's been something that wasn't on my bingo card a couple, but it's been fun, So, yeah, I don't.
Very good. And then what's your go-to McDonald's order?
My go-to McDonald's order, when I go, of course, I'm trying to be healthy.
I'm going less and less every day.
As my metabolism isn't what it used to be, but I would say the just the double cheeseburger. Just
It's a solid.
I'd rather get a few of those than something real fancy. Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Congressman, thank you so much for joining the Terry Schilling Show. Thank you.